Just off Route 376 in Beaver County, Pennsylvania, hundreds of workers are busy moving dirt, erecting temporary structures, and preparing to relocate a section of the Route 18 highway. It's all preparation for Shell's $4 billion cracker plant, even though the company has yet to commit to the project.
From my standpoint, the project's already started. The question is, are they going to complete it?
Jack Manning is the president of the Beaver County Chamber of Commerce. He also worked in the petrochemical industry for 30 years.
They've probably pumped $500 to $750 million into the area already. So it's had a huge impact on the business community and the community at large.
I think people are confident that the vital investment decision is going to be a positive one.
Jim Palmer is the president of the Beaver County Corporation for Economic Development. Shortly after Shell announced the project in 2012, he traveled to Louisiana to assess the impact crackers had on businesses there.
Part of what we saw in Louisiana was the critical mass of multiple chemical industry facilities there and the effect that that had. And the Shell plant, if it's constructed, is going to be very important. But it would be a huge benefit to the region to have multiples, to be able to create that critical mass here in the tri-state area as well.
The last year or so, we've seen a pickup in revenue.
About 2 miles from the site, Mike Brobroski is already seeing an increase in business.
If it was to come in here and they were actually to do the whole thing, it would be a game changer, not just for my business, but I think all the businesses here in the local community.
The Shell cracker would convert ethane from shale gas into ethylene, a basic ingredient in plastic. The project is expected to create around 10,000 jobs during the construction phase and around 500 permanent jobs once it's complete.
But we see a broad base in terms of economic impact, initially supporting service industries, supporting lodging industries, retail sector, and working towards hopefully long-term impact in manufacturing firms that want to be in the vicinity of a supplier.
Pretty much every brownfield site is being redeveloped and prepared for the ancillary businesses that are going to come from something like this, and a lot of the green space and acreage in some of our other townships and surrounding areas have speculative plans on what they think could materialize as a result of that.
Despite all the activity, Shell has yet to pull the trigger on the project, in large part because of low oil and gas prices. In May, Shell's chief financial officer, Simon Henry, told analysts if it weren't for the current market, it would probably be a very easy decision. It's a very strong and robust project.
It's going to be a very regional explosion of opportunities there in Ohio, West Virginia, and southwestern PA.
There's going to need to be firms that serve and support the plant, and I think that's probably an initial phase of it.
I can tell you that there are multiple plans sitting on a shelf just waiting for Shell to announce to be that first domino to fall, and then a whole bunch of other things are going to fall in place behind that.
As the chemical industry grows over time, and I think people believe that it'll grow over time to the extent there's expansion in that industry, we want to be a candidate for folks who are looking for those expansion opportunities.
You won't find a better location if you're going to build a cracker plant than the Potter Township site. And when you look at the Marcellus Shale and the availability of the gas to feed this, the closer you can get to that feedstock, the better your cost.
You drive by the facility every day, and there's something new going on over there every day in terms of improving the site and expanding the work of a significant scope.
I believe this is going to happen. I've been pretty bullish on this project going forward ever since it was announced.
So I think people are hopeful, and everybody's keeping their fingers crossed that an announcement comes shortly.